There's this moment. You see a familiar face, you smile, start a conversation, and suddenly you realize you can't remember their name.
Now you're nodding, smiling, trying to stay cool, but inside you're panicking. Do I admit it? Do I fake it? How do I recover when I forget someone's name in English?
Forgetting a name might seem like a small English-speaking mistake, but it can turn a simple chat into a full-blown panic.
Let's break it down and show you how to stay calm, sound natural, and handle that moment when memory fails, but the conversation must go on. Welcome back to the Practice English podcast. I'm Danny.
And I'm Welly. We're glad you're here because we've all had this moment. You're talking to someone, and suddenly, their name disappears from your mind.
You try to smile and keep the conversation going, but inside, you're panicking. Do I ask? Do I fake it? What if I already should know? It's one of the most common social situations in English.
That's exactly why we created a free PDF for this episode, with real phrases, clear examples, and quick tips to help you handle these awkward English moments naturally.
You'll find the link in the description below. And now, let's show you how to stay calm, sound confident, and fix the moment when your brain blanks.
It usually starts simple. You see someone. They greet you with a big smile. Hey, great to see you again. And you smile back, hoping they don't ask anything personal.
Because deep down, you know what just happened. You've forgotten their name completely. It's gone. And now you're pretending to remember, while your brain runs in circles.
You try to buy time, maybe nod, maybe say, yeah, it's been a while. But the longer you wait, the worse it feels. Your brain blanks and the awkwardness grows.
And here's the truth. This doesn't happen because you're rude or careless. It happens because your brain is juggling too much. You're not the only one who forgets names in English conversations.
But here's the thing. You don't need a perfect memory, just the right words to handle the situation. And we're going to show you exactly what to say when this common English-speaking mistake happens.
Let's be real. Pretending to remember someone's name usually makes it worse. You start dodging questions, avoiding eye contact, and the awkwardness just grows.
But here's the fix. Honesty, delivered kindly. There are ways to ask for someone's name that feel respectful, human, and completely normal.
Like this. I'm so sorry. Your name just slipped my mind. Could you remind me? Simple. Honest. And polite.
Or, I remember our conversation, but I've blanked on your name. That shows that you do remember them, it's just the name that vanished.
Another good one. I'm terrible with names, but I remember you. This adds a little humor and makes the other person feel remembered.
You can even say, I'm embarrassed to ask, but can you remind me of your name? That small phrase, I'm embarrassed to ask, shows humility. People appreciate that.
And when someone forgets your name, be kind. Say it again without making it a big deal. Because we've all been there.
You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be real. And that honesty? It often turns an awkward moment into a genuine connection. Let's take a closer look at some of the phrases we've already used. These are real English expressions spoken every day by native speakers. Learning them helps you sound more fluent in English naturally.
First up, it slipped my mind. It doesn't just mean I forgot. It means your brain let go of the detail like it just fell out.
Next, I'm terrible with names. You'll hear this all the time. It's honest, relatable, and it helps the other person feel less awkward too.
Then there's, do you have your contact details? This is a polite way to ask for someone's email or phone number. Very common in English conversations at work or events.
And another one we love is, right around the corner. Instead of saying very close, this sounds casual and smooth. Example, there's a great cafe right around the corner.
They're real-world English, and they help you sound confident, comfortable, and more like yourself. Before we continue, let's take a moment to go over some important words you've already heard in this episode. Understanding these common English terms will help you speak with more clarity and confidence.
Embarrassed. Definition: feeling uncomfortable or shy because of a mistake or awkward situation. Example, I felt embarrassed when I forgot her name in front of everyone. Polite. Definition, acting in a respectful and kind way. Example, even if you forget someone's name, it's important to be polite when you ask again. Blanked. Definition, to suddenly forget something, especially under pressure. Example, I knew her name, but I completely blanked when she said hello. Awkward. Definition, a little uncomfortable, strange, or hard to handle. Example, the conversation got awkward when I realized I didn't remember who she was.
These might seem like simple words, but they give you the power to express real experiences in English. And when your words match what you feel, your language becomes personal. That's when it truly starts to stick.
Let's bring all of this to life with a real example. Meet Jake and Mia, two people who've met before, but one of them forgot the other's name. It's one of the most relatable English-speaking situations.
They bump into each other near a cafe. Let's see how they handle it, with honesty, clarity, and a bit of humor.
Hi there. I didn't expect to see you here.
Hey, yeah, it's been a while. How have you been?
Good, good. This is kind of embarrassing, but your name just blanked on me. I remember we talked about that trip to Spain, but your name slipped my mind.
Don't worry about it. That happens to me all the time. It's Mia.
Mia? Of course. Sorry about that. I'm honestly terrible with names.
It's okay, I actually forgot yours the first two times we met. I just pretended I knew.
Fair enough. Next time, I'm writing it down. Want to grab a coffee and catch up?
Sure, but if you forget again, I'm charging you for the coffee.
See? A little honesty, a little humor. And you can turn a forgotten name into a fresh conversation. These are real-life English conversations that teach you more than textbooks.
It's not about being perfect. It's about being real and keeping the moment warm, not weird. Forgetting names happens. But there are small things you can do to make it less likely next time.
Here's one. Repeat the name out loud right after you hear it. Like, nice to meet you, Carlos. Saying it once helps your brain lock it in.
Another tip, make a quick connection. If someone's name is Lisa and she loves coffee, think Lisa likes lattes. That silly link helps you remember.
Also, if you didn't catch the name clearly, ask right away. Something like, sorry, I missed that. Can you say your name again? It's much easier than asking 10 minutes later.
And if you're at work or an event, ask for their email or business card. Not just to follow up, but because you'll probably see their full name written.
And here's a fun one. Write it down when you leave, even just in your Notes app. Repetition helps, and the act of writing it makes it stick.
It's not about having a perfect memory. It's about showing attention and building stronger human moments.
Because remembering someone's name doesn't just help you remember them. It helps them remember you. Even when you forget a name, what really matters is how you respond. It's one of the most common English-speaking mistakes, but also one of the easiest to fix with confidence.
You could freeze, apologize too much, or pretend you never forgot, and just keep saying, hey, you.
But the better option? React with calm, honesty, and a little smile.
When you say, I'm sorry, I know we've met. Your name just slipped my mind. You're showing humility, not failure. That small moment builds trust.
Confidence isn't about having a perfect memory. It's about accepting small mistakes and handling them with grace.
And here's the truth. Most people don't mind repeating their name. They only feel awkward when you feel awkward.
So the next time it happens, pause. Breathe. Say something honest. And let the moment move on.
You didn't fail a test. You just forgot a name, and that's okay. And that's exactly where real English confidence begins.
When you're in an awkward situation, your reaction matters. But so do the words you choose to describe it. Let's review a few important English words that will help you speak about these moments with more confidence.
Humility. Definition, the quality of being modest and not thinking you're better than others. Example, saying I forgot your name with humility makes people feel respected. Grace. Definition, calm, kind, and respectful. Behavior, especially during difficult situations. Example, even when he made a mistake, he handled it with grace. Freeze. Definition, to suddenly stop or become unable to act, often because of fear or pressure. Example, when I forgot her name, I froze and couldn't say anything. Calm. Definition, a state of being relaxed and not nervous or upset. Example, take a breath and stay calm. It's just a name.
These aren't just vocabulary words. They're tools that help you explain your emotions in real English. Because when you name what you feel, you take control of the moment and of your voice.
So, what did we really learn today? Forgetting someone's name doesn't make you a bad English speaker or a bad person.
Everyone's been there, it doesn't define you. And when you respond with honesty, warmth, and a little confidence, you don't just recover the moment, you make it stronger.
Because speaking English isn't about perfection. It's about connection. And those small, awkward moments, they're part of how real fluency is built.
So here's our question for you. What's one moment you remember where you forgot someone's name in English? How did you react? Would you do it differently next time?
Share your story in the comments. We read every single one. And your experience might help someone else feel less alone.
If you found value in this episode, hit that like button and subscribe for more real-life English that's practical, honest, and human.
And if you want to keep improving, watch our next video, How to Start Thinking in English. It's full of tips to help you stop translating and start speaking with ease.
Thanks for being with us here on the Practice English podcast.
Keep learning. Keep growing. And remember, awkward moments are just part of becoming fluent.